What was I gonna say? Yeah, so on Friday, hopefully, maybe, one of our developers, Dylan, is going to be streaming a little bit of development and talk a little about what he's doing. He's been working on this new save system format, which has like no effect on anyone playing the game. But
it might be interesting.
It might be interesting, and it has a big, it has had a big impact on us, for us, going forward, working on the level. So it's a pretty big, significant improvement for us, at least. So the only way for us really to highlight that is to have Dylan talk a little bit about it.
Would that affect like the autosaves at all?
So I don't think it will. Air quotes, I don't think it will, but Dylan did look at like that part of it and like maybe I can improve it a little bit. So I don't know. I don't want to promise anything because I don't know if this was like if I misunderstood him, but it sounded like it might be a little bit better. Like no huge improvement, but he did notice that he had like this test save that it was running, and he said that like it would save in like whatever time it was, and he got a little bit of improvement, and that was a fairly big save. So he said that, yeah, maybe a little bit better, but I don't want to make any promises because I've only tested like a few save files. And, you know, it's very like when it comes to optimization and like, you know, generally how the game run and all the like complications that people run into, like the way people can build makes it so that there are so many like constellations and combinations of things that we haven't like yet noticed or like thought about. So like when we've been testing, we've found like, oh, in this use case there's an issue, and that's a fairly easy, simple fix, and there's just a bunch of those types of use cases. So when we've been testing saving and we notice like, oh, it's a little bit better, like that doesn't necessarily mean that it's better overall, because we've had in the past where like we've done tests and it looked like there's no significant improvement, and then when people in community play it and we're like, wait, there's a significant improvement in community, at least how people are reporting it. So it's kind of hard for us to know sometimes. So it might be that, but fingers crossed, maybe. But anyway, at any rate, he'll be able to talk a bit more about exactly what it means.
And he's a cool guy, so you get to like meet him and hang out with him.
Yeah, he's all right. So that's coming Friday, hopefully. We'll post on our socials and whatnot when things will happen. And hopefully we can do more of this in the future. Have more. We did it in the past. We've had a few dev streams where people would stream while working.
Yeah, we're trying to get like more devs involved now.
Yeah.
And like trying to get them like scheduled in as well. And that doesn't take too much away from the game because like, for example, Anna, we made a video. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Check out YouTube. I made a video with Anna, our 3D artist, and she showed off some stuff. And you know, that's just a few hours of her time, and we're not going to have her on for, I don't know, like a month or 2 or 3 because there are other people to highlight, right? So it's only like 3-4 hours of one person's time taken away. So like those things, you get to meet people, you get to see their workflow, you get to see some of the in-game behind-the-scenes stuff, and it doesn't really take away. You get to meet them, and then it doesn't really take away from the dev time at all.
Yeah, I posted a link of that video in chat. If you're into like, because this is like the first time we've ever showcased any 3D artist, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think it's a pretty big deal. So if you're interested in like the 3D like artist aspect of creating our game, I highly recommend it because she goes really deep into like using Maya and how she sculpts and models the assets, which is a real like significant. Like I don't think people understand how much time it takes to create those assets.
Yeah, and you'll learn a bit more. She showcases a little bit of shaders, some textures, the different tools that she uses. It's really nice, and she's cool. I say that about everyone that's on, but like, it's because I only pick the cool people. The rest of them are garbage. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke, everyone.
Cut to commercial. Shit.
Hashtag cancel Jace.
Yeah. Technical difficulties. So yeah, highly recommend checking that out if you're into 3D art and want to know more. But we're also using Blender now, so it's like tiny bit outdated, I guess, or like
well,
almost all our studios use Blender now.
I mean, it's kind of outdated because she used older files, right?
Yeah.
Like she did the manufacturer before we switched.
I mean, the work process is still the same, and like it's still showcasing 3D how
how it works. Like she wasn't showcasing software necessarily, apart from subs and Painter. Yeah. Anyway, it's cool. Check out the video. It's really really cool.